The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Today I'm on the Hargrave 116. Now, this is a fully customizable boat. You can get it any way you want, up to and including different size beams. This particular model was made for the charter industry, so we're going to see a distinct separation between the guests and the crew. Let's start our tour by looking at how we're going to be entertaining our guests. Of course, we'll start with a full beam swim platform. This is a great place for getting into and out of the water and also getting access to the tender or water toys. Nestled into the transom is a freshwater shower. There are stairs to both port and starboard leading us to this expansive aft deck, and this is really where the start of the entertainment aspects will take place. We have two high-gloss teak pedestal tables, and the leaves can come together to make one large table that will seat up to 12 to 14 people. And the entire table will slide fore and aft to give you better entry and egress from the bench seating. Forward into port, we've got refrigerator and ice maker, trash receptacle, where's the sink? Right over here alongside. And when it's time to use it as a wet bar, have everything gathered on top, watch the game from just above. Now as we make our way to the side decks, they're to both port and starboard. Side deck space 19 inches. Height from the deck to the bulwarks 35 inches, to the top of the rail 42 inches. And notice that the deck is fully protected from the extended overhead 6 feet 8 inches above the deck. Fully forward we have a C-shaped settee, a pedestal table, plenty of shade, and another lounge area just ahead. Now obviously guests are going to have to exercise a modicum of caution because there is a lot of working gear on the deck. Now, there's a whole nother entertainment aspect to this boat on the upper deck. In bright sun and fresh air, let's take a look. In my opinion, it's sure to be the most popular place on the boat. Well, clearly this is going to be the great place to relax. 3 lounge chairs just ahead of the boat deck, where we've got 2 wave runners that can be launched from the davit over on the port hand side. But moving ahead, this is where it all comes together. L-shaped seating surrounding a pedestal table, bar area, sun pad with storage underneath, all within earshot of the 3 lounge chairs, keeps everybody in the sun and enjoying the day.
And of course, the bar stools are also right up against the staple of any charter yacht, the jacuzzi.
Over to the starboard side, take a look at this. Stainless steel sink, ceramic cooktop for searing our meat before we put it onto the gas grill. Just ahead, 4 sub-zero refrigerated drawers. Now, the rest of the features take place underneath the protection of the expansive hardtop. Now on this level, clearly everything is all about dining and entertaining al fresco. 2 pedestal tables, just like we saw down below, will come together to seat our 12 to 14 people. Otherwise, we've got 2 L-shaped settees across from the fully stocked bar with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bar stools. Behind the bar, we've got a high-gloss teak countertop, sink in the corner, sub-zero refrigerators, plenty of storage, and all of this is located across from not only the tables, but the flat-screen TV. Now, a TV exposed to the elements? Yes, because it's cheaper to just replace the TV than to replace an entire electric lift that's going to keep it protected. And Hargrave really is something with its storage solutions. There's storage underneath all of these seats and easy to access. No muss, no fuss, no pulling cushions, just access the storage. Now as we make our way to the interior, automatic doors open at the push of a button. Stainless steel frame, there is a step going inside to keep a water dam. Now this will stay open for 7 seconds, then it'll close again on its own. But as it starts to close, if somebody moves into the area of the door, it senses that the person is there and it reopens again. Plus, we can also keep it open very easily just by activating the latch. And now it will stay open, and we've got a seamless blend of the interior and exterior. Great for entertaining. Now, as we enter the main salon, my first impression is one of great fit and finish. The woodwork is impeccable, especially the trim work in the overhead. Now we've got great visibility as well. The windows come way down low, so we have nice sight lines to the horizon from the seated position. The furniture is all freestanding and not built in. We've got an ottoman that's got a floating table that can be removed and used in the chair. Storage solutions are also important with Hargrave. Not only is there so much of the storage available, but it also gives you access to things behind the scenes. Take a look. Every available space is usable for storage, but it also has the purpose of giving us access to wiring and plumbing so we don't have to cut things apart to get to service areas. And we'll see this theme continue throughout the boat. And Hargrave takes good advantage of the boat's 24-foot beam by giving us plenty of interior space in the salon, even though there are side decks to both port and starboard. All of the electrical components can be controlled throughout the boat by iPads, including the AV systems. At the entrance from the aft deck, this is the first time we'll see the Bianco Rhino stone floor. It's a beautiful white marble quarried in South Africa. Furnishings all seem to take in tones of gold, platinum, indigo, and sky blue. The panels are capiche shell with a brushed nickel trim, all highlighting the high gloss Sapelli wood. As we come ahead to the dining area, beautiful high gloss table, the centerpiece of the room, plenty of storage solutions, including dedicated storage to hold everything needed in place in a seaway. The fit and finish continues with the high gloss Sapelli wood and the Bianco Rhino marble. Now, of course, we need a head nearby. Right down the corridor, we have a day head. Now, while we're big on the separation of crew and guests, we still have good access to the galley because sometimes we just want to see what the chef is doing. Let's take a look.
Now, with any yacht, we have to be concerned with not only how we'll be entertaining our guests, but overnighting them as well. Let's take a look at the accommodations, starting with the master down this marble corridor.
Well, this stateroom, beautifully laid out, with hull-side windows to both sides giving great natural light. King-size island berth in the center. Chest of drawers, storage is everywhere. Hanging locker to both sides of the flat screen TV, and we've got another cedar hanging locker just to the side. Underneath the berth, drawers to both sides with the center section being accessed for suitcases. Over to the port hand side, chests of drawers flanking a desk in the center. This makes a total of 29 drawers in this stateroom alone. Clearly, Hargrave is very focused on storage. And it's kind of hard not to be impressed with the beautiful woodwork. High gloss finished Sapelli wood, Macquarie trim, and look at over here, Macquarie wave surrounding the TV. Here's a practical and elegant feature, these gooseneck reading lights wrapped in spiny-back leather. Above are tall nickel sconces from Fine Arts. Above all, the fabric overhead is trimmed in Sapelli wood, including the profile of the king-size bed, all inlaid into the fabric. The headboard is upholstered in faux leather with Macquarie trim. Bathrooms are just to the opposite side of the forward bulkhead, and here we have his and her bath fixtures flanking both sides of a centrally located shower. The decking is white macabas with cream Kaduna marbles, and that matches the cream Kaduna marble on the counters. All of the cabinetry is the same high gloss Sapelli. So much for the master stateroom. Now let's look at the lower staterooms where our guests will be. Right down a beautiful stairway, well lit, into a nicely laid out foyer. The stairs lead us to a symmetrical foyer leading to 4 staterooms, 2 aft and 2 forward. Mini library over against the bulkhead. Plenty of storage underneath, and I like this area here. Nice little spot for when guests forget some of their toiletries. And over here, in case you want to have a little drink, you don't have to go all the way up to the galley to do it. Here's a refrigerator. Directly ahead we have faux leather, Sapelli wood, rain shower inlay on the doors, which lead to a laundry room.
The marble in the foyer is a series of 3 square inlays with clipped and mitered corners in cream marble and Prelato silica marble slab, all backed in an aluminum honeycomb which cuts the weight in half while adding strength and stability to the stone. To help guests tell the rooms apart, all have names of Caribbean islands on them with nickel nameplates. Let's take a look starting at the aft starboard side.
Well, this stateroom consists of an island king-size berth, beautiful hull-side windows, chest of drawers with a flat-screen TV just ahead. We've got a hanging locker to one side and another fully forward. Moving aft, we have the ensuite head. This includes, of course, a walk-in shower with teak-graded decking.
Now let's move across the hallway.
Now, except for a few subtle material changes, this stateroom is largely a mirror image of the first stateroom that we saw, with one major difference: the berth. This king-size berth is able to separate into two twin-size berths, and then we can move the nightstand in the middle of the two. Let's look at an example of that. And to starboard in the Antigua room, here the king-size berth is now separated into the twins with the nightstand in the middle, still with the hull-side windows, the ensuite head, and much of the same materials. The bathroom in the Antigua stateroom has a little bit more room as well, thanks to the location of the stairs. And of course, the Martinique stateroom is much a mirror image of the Antigua. The king-size bed is fixed in this position, and the head is the same dimensions as the Antigua.
With opulent extravagance and a good separation from the crew areas, the 116 exemplifies the competitive advantage the charter set strives for in a luxury yacht. Her interior is completely customized with a beauty that is once individualized while still carrying commonality as one moves throughout the yacht, clearly showing that Hargrave is continuing its long-standing reputation for building quality yachts with no two being alike. And that's our look at the features of the all-new 116 from Hargrave. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.